I tried to film this video a few times and I keep not being happy with it. I keep probably saying more than I need to, and it makes it like 30 minutes long, and I don't want to make it that long. But this video is talking about a subject that was talked about on Sparky's live stream a while ago now. I'm not sure when exactly it was, but Sparky did a live stream talking about obstacles for model railroading. Not sponsored. We'll put it in the background like Chris had his Pepsi bottle. Put it back here. Now, I've had a lot of obstacles going forward in model railroading. Fortunately, I'm off camera, but this does not look natural. Anyway, there are various obstacles that people have. Space, time, money. A lot of people I see in the thing, I don't see them having money as an obstacle, but they say they do. Yeah. Depends on your point of view, I guess. I find that many of the great truths we cling to are based solely on our point of view. But money was my biggest obstacle most of my life. I mean, it was funny. Lost income until the showstopper, and the showstopper prevented my barn from getting worked on. So that's in horrible shape right now. Very, very upsetting to me, seeing how that's falling apart slowly. Hopefully that'll get worked on this year. But with the stimulus payments, with the stimulus checks, we didn't need that money to survive like a lot of people. So I was able to, this layout would not have been possible without those stimulus checks. And this is, as I've said in other videos, this isn't even the permanent layout. I just slapped this together because I was sick and tired of sitting here and not being able to do any switching. Well, sitting downstairs. And I mean, this is my latest purchase, the New York South Grand Western SC40T-2, which I haven't really shown that much. It's an after and ready to roll. That was my last purchase with the stimulus money. This was my first locomotive I purchased, and I got the one that's moving, the Atlas-8, all New York South Grand Western units. All the stuff I got at train shows, or the I don't remember if the stuff I got at Dispatch Junction, which is these 5 cars, that car, the Arcade Natica car that's over there, this one that I have to put together. Yeah. This one that I have to replace the couplers. This one that I have to replace the couplers. I don't remember if those were paid for out of the stimulus money or not. I don't remember if I paid cash for those or if I used my SSI card. I just don't remember. it doesn't really matter. A lot of the track here, all the switches, that was all stimulus money. The DCC system was stimulus money. So, doing it again. I gotta take this Santa Fe out of service at some point. It's gotta have the coupler pocket keeps loosening up and dropping the coupler down and catching the rail. But so the showstopper is both a hindrance and a help. I mean, it got something working on, but still, money will be an issue for a long time. I mean, eventually you're going to have at some point, hopefully this year, we're going to be getting a home equity line of credit, and then the work on the barn can be done slowly, the roof, the foundation, the floors, because there's holes in the floors right now. There wasn't when we bought it. If we'd been able to get the roof done, those floors wouldn't have done that, but they have holes in them. Front window, when the sun is shining, you can see a spot of sunlight on the top of the window that's coming through the roof, through the floor. So that's the money. Time, not an issue. I only work Thursday. I only work Friday and Saturday. So time is not an issue at all. So when I can get going on a layout, when I have the money and the stuff to do stuff on a layout, I have no issues getting it done because I'm home. I'm home almost all the time. And I'll have plenty to work on the layouts for years. And hopefully I'll get more and more money as time goes on. Then the other problem is the other obstacle is mental health. And I have not been shy talking about dealing with depression, anxiety, and PTSD for the last almost 3 years. And the PTSD, anytime I'm in a Walmart, which I rarely go into a Walmart, I don't go into a local one, I'm rarely in any Walmart. If I go in there, or I'm in the parking lot, or I'm in the parking lot of another store, I start shaking uncontrollably. And I will insert a clip of my right hand shaking here. That shaking was caused. That was taken recently. It was a few days ago. After going into Harbor Freight in Geneseo looking for the foam cutter, which they didn't have in the store, and the website said they had it. Going into Walmart before then, and then going back into Walmart in Geneseo caused that. And it was made worse by a YouTuber who had actually positively affected my mental health and whose content was part of my treatment for PTSD. The YouTuber blocked me on Instagram after I called her out on a very toxic thing she had said to her followers. She was telling them how they feel, how to talk, and all that, and what to think, and all this stuff, and that's not right. You don't do that ever. Okay. Oops. Effort and craftsmanship. It was just sitting in there. I said that fell off the second time I opened the package. I don't think it was glued on properly. You got to get some canopy glue at some point. I also have to fix. I don't know if you can see that. So that window is tipped out. I gotta. Now, I asked Dan, and he said, ask Dan, the Weathering Dan's custom trains, but his YouTube channel is something else. And he said that you got to carefully pry the cab off, but this one, the windows are not there, so I'm gonna have to probably, yeah, to pull that window right off. So I can pull that window right off, and I'll have to use tweezers or something and very carefully glue that in there with some canopy glue. It's still tacky there, so I might be able to just fix it right now. Yeah, there we go. Just had to straighten it. That's burned. Now I just got to, but I still got to get canopy glue to fix those hand railings. That's an eventual thing. Don't have craft stores in the area, so. But that PTSD, besides the shaking, it causes a lack of motivation. And it's just, I just can't get motivated to do anything, and the barn causes my depression to get worse. My depression had been getting better, but after that YouTuber did that to me, because of what caused my PTSD, that made her blocking me caused the PTSD to get worse. And then I was talking about that in Heath's Discord, and one of the guys, actually two of the guys, laughed at that. They thought that was so funny that I was scared, that she had made me scared to leave the house. And the first one, who was a Roy, I'm not saying which Roy, there's a couple of them, 2 or 3, he went on and said that I had to have said something to her. I would had to have done something wrong, which is victim blaming, and I don't put up with that. Somebody has PTSD, it's nothing they did. Because if they did something, they wouldn't have PTSD. But that switching is done. So that's my obstacles. I mean, and PTSD affects your ability to make decisions. Like getting the light fixed in here. I wanted to do it, but I was unsure that I could figure out what lights to use. And I looked up and looked up and looked up, and I my mind is so uncontrollably focused on what happened that I can't think clearly on other things. and my memory's affected. I forget things constantly, which is aggravating for myself, and it's even more aggravating when my mom, who is like the majority of people, doesn't understand everything that PTSD causes, and she thinks I'm just being stubborn and not caring when it's the PTSD, and I've tried to explain it to her, and she just doesn't understand. Like a lot of people, like the two people who laughed at me on Heath's Discord. In fact, I'm thinking I might just leave Heath's Discord, since pretty much anything I say I get ignored anyway, so I'm thinking about just leaving that. Had bad experience on Discord, on another Discord server, and it's just, nah, I'm thinking about just leaving there. But once I can end, another obstacle is, of course, now after the showstopper, you have the supply chain issues. It took me 2 weeks to even get an air filter for my lawnmower. Can't find the general tools. I can't find them in stock anywhere. The foam cutter I can order online, but they said they had it in the store. I'm gonna see if they have it at the local lumber yard that has a Dremel tool. And you can get there. And hopefully, if they don't have it, then I'll just order it online from Harbor Freight and have it shipped to me. So hopefully before July, you'll see this gone. And at some point, I need to do a video. I need to come up here. Maybe I'll do it Monday when my mom's out teaching music lessons. But those boxes right there, those are going to be generic mock-ups. I'm going to be cutting those up and making kind of generic looking buildings to represent any industry I feel like. That's my new mini tripod. Keeps wanting to fall. It gets to a certain point and then it doesn't want to stay. But yeah, that's going to be a long process, because money will always be an issue, even though it won't be as much of an issue in further years. I mean, with money, all the internet I have is my cell phone data. That's all the internet I have. I really wish I could like live stream once a week or twice a week and do everything on all the layouts on a live stream. That would be so wonderful, but I can't, because I only have one or two bars up here. I only have 1 or 2 bars anywhere in the house, and I haven't tested it out. I've thought about trying to go up on stream on Trackside Mike's stream because he puts link in the chat a lot of times. But I'm not sure he would. But I would have to tell him that don't bring me up unless I give you a thumbs up, because I have to see if it'll actually work. Because if it works, then everybody's clear. But if I don't have enough service, everybody's like that. So that's the end of this video. I cut it down by half. Stay tuned for more footage. For more. I'm going rail fanning. This is Thursday. I am going to rail fanning Batavia Friday. Hopefully I catch some stuff. We'll see. Not necessarily.